Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. This is Bronson and Jazz, and we are back to continue our Tea Talk series. Okay, so for those who just tuning in for the first time, welcome to our channel. We do a Tea Talk series where we give like weekly inspiration, motivation, you know, to just get you going, get you started for the week on the right track with a positive vibe. You feel me?
Did y'all miss us? You know, it's been a while. You feel me?
Yeah, thanks for everybody who commented, you know, missing the Tea Talks. Y'all didn't miss them, we didn't post them, but we back today, so.
Back like we never left.
Period. Yeah. So let's just jump right into the topic today for the video.
Yeah, what's the topic? What's the topic?
The topic today is expecting more of you.
Expecting more of yourself?
Yes, expecting more of yourself.
What do you mean by that?
More of you.
What do you mean by that?
So I feel like sometimes we put a lot of like pressure and like kind of we have these expectations for other people, you know, for what they should do for us, how they should treat us, how they should act towards us, what they should do for us, your family, your friends. Like you have these expectations, you know, and a lot of times, you know, people let you down and you feel some type of way. But I just wanted to talk about, you know, expecting more from yourself, expecting more from you.
So when you say that, you mean like kind of not expecting anything from nobody else, or?
No, I think you should still expect others, people around you in your circle. You should definitely still have some expectations for how people treat you, how people handle you in your relationships. More so, I think sometimes we lack the insight to look at ourselves and what we doing and how accountable are we holding ourselves to stuff that we telling ourselves that we want and that we want to do.
I got you.
What do you think about that? How you feel about what do you expect from yourself, and how do you hold yourself accountable to do that?
Yeah. Well, that's a good topic, you know, because I think a lot of times, you know, at least me, I feel like everyone, we kind of sometimes we find ourselves not expecting a lot from ourselves, or we find ourselves kind of like blaming others or blaming situations and just blaming everything else other than yourself, you know. So it's good, you know, every once in a while to really just reflect and just to be honest with yourself and see, like, am I doing everything I can be doing to get done what I need to get done? You know, like, for every situation, like, you can blame people or something, like, but you can also, you gotta take the blame for stuff too, you know, no matter what it is. Yeah, you know, and you know, you always do play a role in. So for myself, you know, I always try to be honest with myself, you know, really go back to the drawing board and see, like, what did I do wrong, you know, or what can I get better with, you know, like you said, like, try not to expect stuff from everybody else as much, as opposed to like just doing what I need to do, because at the end of the day, it's all about you, you know, like,
you're the only person you can control.
You know? Like, so it's your goals, it's your happiness, it's your everything. So at the end of the day, it's really up to you, you know. So like you could be at your job and, you know, mad at your boss and mad at your coworkers because you're not moving up, or, you know, you're not getting a higher raise. But like, also, what are you doing? Why is that not happening? Are you asking for a raise? Are you asking to move up? Are you taking on extra duties that's not in your job description? Are you going above and beyond and showing, you know, that you deserve that? Or are you just, you know, there and mad and complaining and don't like your boss, and you know, or just staying in the same job that you don't like instead of moving forward, looking for somewhere else? Kind of like we say with the Oprah quote, just making the next right move. So like, are you making the next right move? You know,
exactly.
You know, they say the definition of insanity is, you know, doing the same thing and expecting different results. So like, you got like this big goal or something you want to achieve, but you just doing the same thing and it's not happening. Like, maybe you gotta do something different. And that's kind of what you're saying, like expecting a lot from yourself. Like, so for me, I expect me to switch it up, or I expect me to keep maneuvering and keep getting through whatever I gotta get through to get to where I gotta get, you know?
Exactly. And even like coming down to simple things, like, you know, everybody gained a little weight during quarantine, been eating good and stuff, and like trying to lose weight, and people blaming it on the quarantine and blaming it on being in your house and blaming on, you know, all these different things. But it's like really your actions, it's really what you was doing, it's really the lifestyle and environment that you set up that had you, you know, doing that. And in certain circumstances, maybe some people didn't. Like, what were they doing? They was doing at-home workouts, and when the gyms was closed, and they was going for walks still, getting fresh air and still moving around, even though you know, they working from home or something like that. So I just think it's important that sometimes we just even have the insight to realize like, wow, like I don't really be holding myself accountable. You know, I really don't, you know, do what I say I'm gonna do, or I really haven't took any actions in this area. So really trying to, you know, be conscious and being like, you know, intentional about taking that look inwards and looking at yourself, you know.
But let's say it's two people, right? Let's say it's one person who you know, expects a lot from themselves, holds themselves accountable, and just own it, you know.
Yeah.
And they know what to do, they know how to, you know, look at themselves and achieve things. But so then there's somebody else on the other hand who doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
You know. So what would be your advice for that person who doesn't know how to hold themselves accountable? Like they might not even be aware that they not holding themselves accountable, or they just don't even know where to start, you know.
Yeah, I think the first thing is starting with the awareness, like you said, to be aware, like, dang, I made, like you said, you know, we talked about before, like making a checklist and like not really even doing the stuff on the checklist, you just making a list, you know. And then do you really hold yourself accountable for getting that done, what you said you was going to get done today, or at least attempt to try to get most of everything on your list done? So I think first step is being aware, you know, like where are you rating yourself on a scale of, you know, 1 to 10, how accountable do you hold yourself? And then taking action, you know, on your goals or things that you really want to do. So then pretty much, you know, I'm saying I want to lose weight, I'm saying I want to, you know, be fit, I'm saying I want to look good for the summer, you know.
But what if I'm saying that, but I want to lose weight, but I'm still eating bad?
That's what I'm saying. Like, think about the things that you're saying and look at your actions and see, are they lining up with what you're talking about?
Right. Are
you still going out with friends, having them extra margaritas and them, you know, eating them tortilla chips and stuff like me? Or are you, you know, saying, nah girl, like I'm gonna just get this little salad and drink my water, my lemon, you know, water, or whatever. It's like your decision. So really reflecting on your decisions and then taking action, finding the next right step, you know, finding the next right move that you can hold yourself accountable for. We talked about before, I think I brought up Les Brown saying, like, just tell yourself, you know, something that you're gonna do every day for like the next whatever, let's say the next 7 days, 1 week, let's just make it easy. Like, I'm gonna work out every day for 1 week. I'm gonna wake up early enough to eat breakfast every day for 1 week, and then doing it. Do that for 7 days, and no matter what happened, if you oversleep or if no matter what happened you go to bed late, make sure that you just prove to yourself and hold yourself accountable to do that thing. And even for 7 days, that'll like give you more confidence and just, you know, make you feel like, wow, I said I was gonna do that and I got it done. And it kind of like end up being like a snowball effect. You can kind of, you know, apply it to other areas of your life and just kind of continue it. So
I think you also gotta it's like a mindset you gotta have, right? So like, let's say I'm gonna eat healthy for 7 days. But I feel like sometimes when we don't eat healthy for that 1 day, or maybe 2 days in a row, we kind of like let ourselves down.
Ooh,
and
I do that sometimes.
Like, you just go in that downward spiral, and you kind of just give up.
Yeah, you know? It's like, man, I already missed 2 days of working out.
So you gotta
not
really
gonna work out tomorrow either.
You gotta have just that positive attitude, like in football.
And reset every day.
In football, it's called like, you gotta have like a short memory, you know. So if you do bad on one play, you can't just keep dwelling on that play because another play is coming, like right now, you know. So I feel like the same thing is, you know, with anything, you know. So if I end up messing up with my diet, you know, I can't just be like, dang man, I gotta be like, tomorrow.
Might as well eat that sweet potato pie slice too, or something, you know.
No, that's how you shouldn't be.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like, but tomorrow, like, I'm gonna get it done. I didn't wake up early today, but tomorrow I'm gonna get it done. You know, just keep having that urge to get to that. To whatever you want to get to, you know, because sometimes we had that urge initially, you know. Everybody got New Year's resolution. The gym is always full on January 1st and 2nd, you know, but when it comes to June, the gym might die down a little bit, you feel me?
June, try February, March.
Yeah, so really just try to keep that urge, you know, and just remember how you felt when you first made them goals, or like, you know, like you kind of owe
why you wanted that
goal.
You
kind of owe it to that person that that made those goals, you know,
Yeah.
like the Bronson from a year ago that wanted to be right here, like how would he feel right now with you making those decisions, you know, and stuff like that. Like, why did you make them goals in the first place, you know? Like you were trying to get some type of happiness or some type of success or something, you know, so just keep that in mind and don't forget that, you know.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times when we go in that downward spiral, it can happen like naturally.
Yeah.
But like I think like subconsciously, like you know, like you're not doing the right stuff.
Right. And you
then
feel worse.
And that's
It's
kind of
like
that cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
You know, like you know you ain't doing right, but you just like keep not doing right.
Right.
You know, you just creating a habit. You know, it's like it's like a muscle. You got to develop that muscle and just keep developing and keep developing. Or you can develop the bad habits or the bad things that you don't want to do.
Doing that over and over. And it's like, you know, to say like misery loves company, and like sometimes it's like that with yourself. Like sometimes it's like, like I feel terrible about eating that, or I feel bad about doing it, so then you do it more, and then it's just like this cycle of like making yourself feel bad over and over and over. And it's like, nah, like you said, you gotta have that mindset to just like switch it up, you know, and be like, I did that yesterday, like that wasn't good, that wasn't part of my plan, but like today a new day and I'm moving forward, I'm starting back over, you know. And I feel like sometimes people feel like that when they feel depressed or they feel sad. It's like you keeping yourself in that same state by doing the same thing. It's like you almost want to keep feeling like that in a way. You want to keep, you know, feeling down and out, and nobody really want to feel like that, but your actions are saying that you will continue to feel like that.
That and like kind of what you said, you got to hold yourself accountable. You got to be real with yourself. You got to expect more from yourself, right? So I feel like sometimes when we do go down that downward spiral, whether it's bad diet, I'm gonna say bad diet, you know, everybody can relate to a bad diet or gaining weight, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like gaining weight, you know. You start to try to psych yourself out, and now you think about the wrong things. Now you trying to like accept it, like I look good actually. Like this weight don't look too bad on me actually.
Ain't wrong with being a little thicker.
Yeah, you know, but like
that's not really how you feel.
Yeah, like so like don't accept something that you didn't want in the first place. If that makes sense, you know. Sometimes maybe the little weight or something might be good, but don't forget like the other side of it. That makes sense, you know.
No, that's a good point.
So sometimes it's just easy to just accept the bad or just accept the bad habits. I can gain 20 pounds right now and just accept it and try to have that confidence, like
and so what?
This good. I'm actually happy with this weight, but like are you though? You know, deep down inside, are you feel me? So just keep that in mind, like are you really happy with your situation or anything in your life? And if you're not, just try to change it, you know. Like you don't have to accept anything ever in life, you know. You know, it's kind of like 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. You feel me? You might not even get there, at least you're gonna die trying. It's just the mindset. That's why you know, I was like in 3rd grade when that album came out. The album,
hey, was it 3rd grade?
Yeah, I'm old.
Wow.
But yeah, that's why I like that.
Early.
I like that title. I always like that title. It always like resonated with me because it's just like a mindset, like get rich or die trying.
Wow.
As opposed to get rich or don't.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm gonna die trying at least. Like I'm gonna just die doing something I wanted to get to, just pursuing something, you know.
And again, you know, just whatever you focusing on, like you talked about the football analogy, you know, you gonna move in that direction. So if you like focusing on that last play, if you focusing on that bad you ate and you focused on gaining weight, then you're gonna continue to do that over and over and over. But yeah, if you just like switch your mindset to like focus on that body that you want, to focus on, you know, the meal preps that you trying, to focus on your new workout and, you know, things that move you towards, you know, the direction and the goal that you want, then that's the direction, you know, your life will move in, you know.
I like what you said, like focus on, you know. So like, I don't know, I keep talking about working out and stuff, you know. But anyway, so let's say I'm like fat, right? This is my mindset. You can look in the mirror and be like, man, I'm fat, like, and be down.
And you're just focusing on that, right?
Yeah, or you can look in the mirror and be fat, but like, you can like just try to look in the mirror and see yourself how you gonna look when you keep doing what you're doing.
Like I'm gonna look skinny.
Yeah, like when I keep this up, I'm gonna have these muscles. Like try to visualize yourself already there, you know?
Yeah.
With anything, you can be like successful, like, and you know, it's just like you visualizing yourself there. I got this job,
right?
Like, you driving in your little hoopty and your rug down car, but you driving, picture yourself in that Benz. You feel me? Like it's gonna be a Benz one day, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff like that, just to really change that mindset and just how you approach stuff.
And it's same like they say, like, dress for the job that you want, you know. It's like I watched this one girl on YouTube, and she was just saying how, like, she went in for a doctor's appointment, and like she just liked to dress, like, she likes to overdress. She said that's just make her feel good, that's just her style. She overdressed for her job, she just overdressed on a day-to-day basis. And they asked her, like, oh, are you here for like a job interview? And she was like, no, like, I'm just here for like my doctor's appointment. But it's just pretty much like visualizing yourself. Like, let's say, you know, you want a job to do something or be a lawyer. It's like, start dressing like that, start acting like that, start being the person that you want to be.
That lawyers do.
Yeah, like what do they do? Do they study a lot? Do they look at these articles? Do they read these blogs? You know, just really try to, you know, be that and do the things that will help push you in that direction. And you will eventually, like, you'll just start to become that, you know.
You know, it's kind of, I like that analogy because it kind of is a blueprint to success. You know, anybody I like or anybody in a position that I would want to be in, I always like look at their story and like see what they did, see what they went through. You know, see all the steps they had to take. So a lot of times, if you're not doing those steps, then
you're not gonna get there.
The proof is in the pudding. You know, you know, back to working out. Like, it's like dudes on YouTube, I can like look at their diets and stuff and see what they doing, and seeing all this stuff, and they get in there. So if I'm not doing that,
how can you expect to?
That explains why I'm not there. You know. So it's kind of like doing, you know, it's counterproductive, you know, behavior or activities, you know, try not to be, you know, counterproductive, you know, hold yourself accountable and do what you said you was going to do what you got to do to get to where you want to be, you know. If not, accept the consequences or accept where you going to be.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, what conclusion did we grasp today? You know, what did we come to? What we gonna do this
Well, me personally, I'm gonna try to, you know, hold myself more accountable. You know, try not to blame others for my situations, or try not to rely too much on other people. You know, make goals for me and really hold myself accountable and expect more for myself. Yeah, just, I don't know, just expect more. You know, be hard on myself, not in a bad way, but in a good way. You know, like some good pressure, some good pushing.
Yeah, you know? And I feel like people always be like, oh, don't be too hard on yourself, and don't be. And it's like, as long as you know, it's how you take it when you're being hard on yourself. Are you being hard on yourself and getting more down and out and saying, you know, like, oh, I didn't do that, now I'm just gonna sit here and not work out again today? Or are you being hard on yourself, like, man, like, I messed up today, but like tomorrow, like, I'm on it. Like you just competing with yourself, you know. You're not competing with nobody else, you competing with the you from yesterday.
Yeah, just keeping that urge and keeping that fire underneath your, you know, underneath yourself. And that's what people like to see. People like the success stories because they like to see what people did, or like they like to see the struggle you went through to get to where you at. You know, as opposed to just nothing, you know, like
like you didn't go through nothing.
Yeah, like I could come here with thousands of dollars and stuff and try to stunt a little bit and all that stuff, but like people don't care really. But if I was like, I got this from like doing this and this, they know what I went through to get it, you know, the right way and stuff like that, then people respect that. Or, you know, and if you lose weight, people respect that, or all this
and it's
stuff.
Because it's hard work. It's because it's not easy. So people
they know they know what you have to do, the mindset you had to have, and the drive you had to do, and holding yourself accountable and stuff, you know.
So be sure, you know, this week you expect more from yourself, you hold yourself accountable, and you really take an inside look at you. Be clear about your goals, be clear about the next right move and the actions that you need to take to reach it. And it's okay if you mess up, just keep going, new mindset on new days, and, you know, just keep moving forward in the right direction.
And expect more because you can do more, because it's possible too, you know. That's why you should expect more, you know, because it's possible.
Because you can.
And so it's a positive mindset, like I can do this, I can do more, you know. It's not like a negative expect more. It's like, I can do this, like, you can do whatever you want to do.
I can do more than I've been doing.
So I think that's where we're gonna leave, you know. Expect more from yourself and do more, you know, from yourself, you know, and just take it a day at a time, take it a step at a time, and just keep moving towards that goal, towards that direction. Through any obstacle that comes in your way, just keep it pushing, you know. I think you'll be happy with the results.
Alright, y'all, so hopefully y'all liked this video. If you enjoyed this tea talk, I know you did. It was inspirational. I hope y'all got something from it. Drop down in the comments, you know, what you got from this tea talk today. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more tea talks and you appreciated this one on our channel. And make sure y'all subscribe to our channel for more.
One more thing.
Last thing. What?
Shop Dear Summer.
Yes, okay, everybody. I dropped some new arrivals on my website. Go ahead and check out my boutique, dearsummerboutique.com. Link in the description box. I'm rocking it today. This new flannel, my joggers, everything. So be sure y'all support me too. Go ahead and check out my boutique in the description box.
Other than that, thanks for watching.
Have a good week, y'all.
We out.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy.